The first one we're going to jump into is Knockout City. This is a brand new EA original that came out from EA. It is published by VLAN Studios. And this is a game that earlier on when we talked about this game coming out, I was like, this could go the way of Rocket Arena, which is another EA original competitive game where you are shooting rockets around the arena and fighting each other, kind of Overwatch style. Except Knockout City is where you and rival crews team up to do epic dodgeball battles inside of various places, usually high up on top of skyscraper buildings and stuff like that. You score things in team-based multiplayer matches. This is available right now, actually as a trial. So if you go onto Steam, for example, you can download a trial. This game is 100% cross-platform, so you can play multiplayer with anybody regardless of platform they're on. If you have EA Play or EA Play Pro, you can get this game as part of your subscription, which is a really good perk. Or the game itself is just $20 to purchase outright. So it's not a full price game. It is very accessible to get into. Yeah, and I've been playing. I played through the tutorial, and I played 3 or 4 matches after that just to kind of get a feel for how the game works. And there's a lot of stuff in here that's kind of what you'd expect in a competitive game. Like you have your level, your progression system, you have your skins, all your different cosmetic-y things that you can like change out and whatnot. And then when you jump into a game, like they drop you in, it's 3v3. That's how the matches are laid out in the majority of the game types. And you have a bunch of different characters you can play as. The characters aren't really a whole lot different other than I believe they have a different special like ultimate ability. But I'm going to read through some of the features that are on the Steam page, and then I'll kind of go into my experience as I played through the game. So you customize your character, you make your crew, etc. Very beginning of the game, they do throw you into the tutorial, and they just train you on movement and then how to do combat maneuvers and things of that nature. You have a jump, you have a double jump. You can run through the map. You can glide. So there's a glider feature. So if you jump off of something and then you hold down, you can like do a glide to like cross chasms or whatever it might be. There's a feature where you can roll your character into a ball. So as you're rolling your character into a ball, you can roll yourself up to other players, and you can even do an emote that says, "Hey, throw me," and it'll alert your teammate of like, "Hey, pick him up." So you can go up to your friend, pick him up, and can instantly throw them against another player. And one thing that is kind of nice about this, there is no aiming required. It's a lock-on ability with the dodgeball. So when you pick up the dodgeball, as long as you're directionally pointing over there, you wait for the cursor to lock on to the person, and you throw your ball, and then that'll go after them. And assuming there's no obstacles in the way, will likely hit them. You can also catch the ball. So when it comes back to you, if you time it just right, you can catch the ball and then have an instant ability to throw back. Whereas normally, if you're throwing the ball, you have to wind up a charge, hold it down until it's charged up, and then unleash it. So if you catch it, you can throw it back immediately, or if you pick up your friend, you can throw them back immediately. So there's some strategy involved with how you
watching this gameplay.
Hit them back.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good, because some of the questions I have, you just kind of answered them. So
cool. The other thing is there's a kind of an ultimate ability. So if you wind yourself up and you get picked up and you get thrown, you can like press a button. I think when you're up in the air, there's some way you do a button where it like basically has like an extra, like a crazier explosion when you drop down and kind of erupt. And I think each character might have a different ability. I only played one type of character, so that may not be the case. But that ultimate component is kind of interesting. So you can increase your attack by passing to power up dodgeballs. Oh, you can pass as well, which I didn't realize. So you can pass, and then throw. So you're not having to like wind it up and get a lot of energy into it. So there is a lot of teamwork that can come into play with it. There's also different specialized types of balls that lie around. So there's designated like ball pickup zones that you can go to that people will like kind of hang around with. Some of them have special abilities. Like one is a bomb. So you pick it up, you hold it until it's about to explode, and you throw it, and then it will explode on the person and hopefully do some damage. They do also have a 4v4 mode and then a free-for-all mode. So that option is available as well. and then you can show off your status and unique look through your character designs with expansive character creation options. You can customize your body type, hairstyle, custom glider, and your vehicle, because whenever your crew, it's built around kind of you building crews and clans and stuff like that, and your crew, whenever you first come in and then whenever you leave, you pull up in like a floating car that has like a unique style to it. And they look like 50s, 60s cars. And you can customize that car. So like whenever you and your team show up, like you can be showing up in your badass ride that you just customized. There's a bunch of different maps. Each map has different special features that make matches more intense. So like one of them will have like, big, huge gaps between two sides of it that you have to like cross over and, hopefully not get hit while you're traveling through. Some will have pneumatic tubes that you can travel through. There's busy streets and even a burger joint with construction sites that have different levels and layers and stuff like that. Moving cars. Wrecking balls that are flying through the map, so different obstacles that can get in the way as you are trying to chase down your opponents.
It's got a 50s vibe to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Kind of like that.
So you got the cars that are all like 50s style, and then even the outfits, like some of the hairstyles and stuff like that will have that kind of look. So I think they're going for a little bit of a retro modern, like retro, but then still like a modern, like kind of fun, approachable game style.
Yeah.
But at first when I jumped into it, I felt unsure because like I learned all the mechanics and stuff like that, but I was like, man, I don't know if I could see myself playing this forever, because it's a simple game. I mean, like you pick up a ball, you throw a ball. Usually it's like best of 3 is what you're playing towards. So you play best of 3 rounds. So you play until like the other team runs out. I think there's like 10 hits before like they're out, and then you play that round again. And if you win the next round, you win. If not, if it's tied, then you go to the third round. So you play it that way, and I was a little thrown off like the tutorial, but then when I jumped in the game and started playing with other players and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting this now, because I was able to roll myself around, and I like went up to a guy and I was like, yo, pick me up. So he picked me up, threw me at another player, blew them up a little bit. Being able to like distract players like around the cars and maybe have them get hit by a car is something that you can definitely maneuver around with. Just getting them unexpectedly, because like whenever you charge up your ball, once it's charged up, you start walking slow. So you have to like know where your opponent is, charge with the ball or pass the ball, so you can get that process going. So you can't just like hold the ball, have it fully charged, and walk around, because you're gonna be like a walking target because you're moving so slow once it's charged. So you have to be quick on your feet to figure out when you want to charge the ball at the right time to hit the person. And usually when you see them, it's like if they're gonna throw a ball at you, you sometimes just want to wait, let them throw, and then hope you time it right to grab it, and then toss it back, and then fuck them up. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I've been pleasantly surprised. I feel like I could see myself jumping into it off and on and just playing a couple matches. And
yeah, because you weren't sure this was going to be a hit or anything.
Right.
Well, not that it is going to be a hit, but you had your concerns. So
Yep.
would you say they've been kind of quelled at this point?
I think for the most part, I don't, this isn't going to be something that's like, this is going to be my Overwatch, kind of situation.
Right.
But it could be my Rocket League, where it's like I get into it I don't think it's as addicting as Rocket League, but I could see myself getting into it in that way, to jump in quite a bit. I think they should probably, I was looking at some comments in here. I feel like it would be a very good game to be free to play, honestly, because it's got the whole entire system set up to accommodate that.
Yeah.
So they can make it free to play, sell the cosmetics, and then call it a day. And then everybody can jump into it. And I think they could get a huge audience from that. So they might eventually do that.
Well, yeah, I think this needs to be on the Switch.
I think that would be a very good platform for this, for sure.
I would love to play this couch co-op with a bunch of friends who all had a Switch and we're all playing together.
That'd be really cool, actually.
I think I would get this game for that.
Yeah.
But
we could do that, because you'd have like 6 people, that you could play with in one room and, throw it around and stuff like that.
I mean, it'd be great, man.
I think it'd be a fun stream game too. I think it'd be cool if we, you know, to jump in and just play it on a stream for, I mean, not the whole stream necessarily, but just like play a couple rounds. Cause there are moments where it can get really exciting, especially if your team's communicating with one another. Like I wasn't communicating with the people I was playing with, but I feel like if you get that communication going, you can like you would be talking a lot, be like, okay, hey, so-and-so's over here. We got a guy over here. Okay. I'm going to pass it to you, Brett, or Austin, grab the ball here. I'm going to flip up over the top of the thing. You grab me and like throw me over there. Let's do an ultimate attack over here. Like there'd be like constant like talking happening because of the arenas are small and there's only specific locations where the dodgeballs will spawn. So you're going to be, or unless you and your team are working together, you use each other's dodgeballs.
Right.
So there's that benefit as well. But I think there could be a lot of really good communication that comes into play with that. And it's quick. I mean, like, you know, I feel like 15 minutes is all you need to go through a round to win or lose. And it's good. I mean, it feels like a Splatoon kind of vibe.
Yeah,
is what I got out of it. But it's not like a bad Splatoon. Like there's nothing in there that inherently is like, okay, this is dumb. Like I hate this, or it's not like this is imbalanced or whatever it might be. It seems like there's a pretty good balance to it and enough challenge to where you can, like, I mean, it does require teamwork to succeed, but not as bad as Bleeding Edge, where like, you know, if your team was not working 100% tight, like you're fucked.
It's over. Yeah, so, game over.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So y'all should get the trial, and we should play this.
I might do it, man. Honestly, I might do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look horrible, and it definitely seems a lot better than I anticipated.
Or sign up for EA Play for 12 months for $30, and you get access to it.
Yeah, I could do that too. There's a lot I can do right now.
There is.
Damn it! I don't need any more games.
I know,
but I do like the games I can just jump in whenever I want to, and just like I have fun, and that's that.
Yep.
So it definitely seems like that is what this is.
I mean, look at this guy right here. Cuckoo says it all. Dear God, this game is amazing. Easy to pick up, pretty satisfying to master. 1v1 mode is so fun as a side break to hone your skills. Once you get past the initial toss fully charged ball and catch spamming, you start realizing there's way more to it than that. And then he has a whole entire list of all the techniques. But yeah, the squad car part is pretty interesting. So if you build up that crew, like you can like rep yourself like really, really well. Have a car, have your own logos, have your banners. Like you can actually build a logo in here for your character. Like there's a whole logo creator thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there was some neat mechanics in there.
And they really like thought of everything.
Yeah. So, and this is, you know, again, we're the podcast for the casual gamer. I think this is a casual gamer's game.
Man.
So there you go. If y'all want to play, hop in our Discord channel.
Then I gotta get it.
That's right. All right, so that's my review of Knockout City. Yes. I recommend y'all should jump in and play with me. Actually, I might recommend our Discord channel about that. They were like, what game should we play?
There you go.
Maybe I'll force them to get this.
I dig it, man.